Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Babcock Davis, part number RHPII-KIT-INTHDL. This is an interior replacement turn handle assembly. The Babcock Davis roof hatch assembly incorporates not only a latch, a retracting latch, but also a handle assembly. And this is part of the entire assembly that you would need if you were going to fully control the door from exterior and the interior side. This is the interior side. And we have all these parts listed in the website as constituent parts as much as the manufacturer makes them available. What I'm saying is if you needed just the interior handle, here it is, rather than having to purchase the interior and exterior, and vice versa. Now, when it comes to these latch or these lock bodies, these latch bodies really, there are more than one type, meaning there are different manufacturers of roof hatches out there, most certainly. There is this style of latch, meaning the latch bolt is on this side. Okay, then they make them on the opposite side as well, and it's generally a telltale sign. We can divide out who has them on one side and who has them on the other side. Be mindful that the latch from Babcock Davis is going to feature the latch looking like this. Basically, when you're looking up, that bolt is going to be on the on what would be the left side. Or the right side, I should say, of the spindle assembly for the exterior latch. If you find that yours is opposite, don't buy this. It's not going to work. Could you make it work? Probably, but let us help you find the right item. And really, that's the purpose of the video, to provide visual evidence of what this looks like. That's one of the best ways to determine if it's correct. Does it look right? And then some basic dimensional properties, and here we'll start with that now. Overall length of the handle assembly looks like it's about 8 3/4. Overall width looks like it's about 5 3/4. Probably from the long side over to the center of the spindle, that might be a good dimension, about 3.5 inch. Okay. Overall projection to the end of the staple for the padlock, pushing 3 inch. To the body, looks like it's closer to about 2 3/8. This weighs 2.18 pounds. And let's switch to the screen view, and we'll talk a little bit more about where it's used, what it looks like in the technical drawing that comes along with it. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at, and this is the technical drawing that's linked to down below this video, showing our part number 2, which is our RHP2-KIT-INTHDL, and it's to represent all of this item that's here. Okay, this is for the Personnel 2 replacement. This is for the Personnel 2 series of roof hatch. This is the replacement parts drawing. The question becomes is where else might you encounter this kit INTHDL? The answer is I don't know. They don't necessarily, they don't publish a list of part number and then all of the items it's used on. And the purposes, again, of this video is to just help determine if this is the correct item for your application. You can see from this document all of the other pieces and components that are available. The compression springs we sell fairly often, this part 4 here, which would either be a 250 or 500 Newton rating. Other pieces that are on here, the hold open handle, hinge assembly. Okay. Now there are images linked to down below here as well. We can take a look at some of the close-up shots that we have, just giving different perspectives of the item. And again, be mindful, they make different hands of these. Not to say that Babcock Davis does, but different manufacturers do. If you have a latch that does not look, that is not this orientation, with the bolt on the right side of the spindle hub, we'll need to help look for something else for your application. Okay? Now, there is a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page. When we click on that, we can pull up not only all of the Babcock Davis parts that we sell for their roof hatches, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Let's wrap up this video on camera. What may be the most valuable advice that I can give to you in this video is if you're looking for a part for a roof hatch, and the item here is not it exactly, reach out to us. We'll help you source it and track it down. Send us an email with your images of the item. Give us also the depth and then the width of the roof hatch itself. Number 3, let us know what it's made of, and we ought to be able to track it down. There have been lots of manufacturers who have made roof hatches over the years and decades, and generally we have available to us resources that can point us in the right direction. It's not this manufacturer's, but that person there knows who made it, and that was made in the 1980s, and this is what happened, and blah, 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 so we can generally help you track it down. The reason that it's important to get the right material is because, well, you know, a latch is kind of a latch, and getting it to bolt back in, that would be awfully nice, and not having to re-engineer the installation. But more so when it comes to lifting mechanisms, the springs, shocks, pressure intensifiers, whatever you want to call them. And then also the hold open brackets. That material is all engineered based on the weight of the lid, the geometry of where it's going to be installed, and putting a starter from a Ford onto a, you know, Chevy, while they're both starters, they're not going to bolt up and work. Or don't expect them to. And it's really important when it comes to roof hatches because of the safety factor that must be involved when you're thinking about such a thing. It can be 8 feet from the floor. It can be 60 feet off the floor. You need to be quite careful in terms of putting replacement parts on there so that you're left with the proper, safe, original, engineered, designed solution. If you have any questions on the Babcock Davis, this is their part number RHPII, KIT, KIT-INTHDL, replacement interior handle assembly, or any other Babcock Davis product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.